Apologies for the being so late compared to my usual JP reviews, but I needed some time to think about this banner. Because we have a lot to talk about in terms of if they're even good or not. So, her Kimarhi actually is good because it has Fairy Killer on it, which is slightly rare. So, especially on an accessory, I would definitely get like 2 of these if you pulled more than 1. And her S-Kimarhi also may be grabbed because of Fairy Killer on that. Her categories, I mean, what is the point of mage support in FFX? Those categories are literally useless. So you're looking at Dark and Guardians. Guardians is kind of look whatever. So basically she only has Dark. Guardians, I don't know, let's click on this. I mean, come on. There's not a lot here. There's some stuff here you can see, but not a lot. There's some stuff in there, but and then, of course, her vision card's not good because she's not premium. But she still has this restriction of needing EX2, but her vision card is not good, so it's like she's not premium, but they still want you to have EX2 for the 150% amp for some reason. And her main highlights are this cooldown, 400% stat buff for 5 turns, and it's literally no like there's no downtime for it, so you can just use it whenever the buff goes away. You use it right away. She also has Beast Killer, and then this would have been nice if this was for all allies. This last part, but oh well. And then she has a 70% dark amp for everybody. So that's good. Since it's only in your area, I believe you can still use a Imperil field if you have room for that. That's good, I guess. And she's missing Tornado, so that sucks. It is what it is. What can you do? These abilities aren't really that useful. The only black magic that you care about is Tornado at this point. None of this is useful, unfortunately. So she got all these ability upgrades for nothing, pretty much. It is what it is. What can you do? And then it's the usual damage for a mage. A lot lower of a modifier because she has the store buff. Actually, no. This is normal for a normal Neo Vision unit. Actually, I keep thinking about Neo Vision Plus units nowadays, so it's like, oh, that's a little low. No, it's actually normal for a Neo Vision unit. So she's okay. Highlights, like I said, this is good, and this is good. So basically, you'd have Dark Fina, the Neo Vision Plus Dark Fina, or Faye. You would have Lulu, and then you'd have Jet. And then for your breaker, you would use Bismarck, and then you have a tank, and that's really it. Unfortunately, this is only good for like Dark Visions, because for a trial, you really want to have a support that can get rid of debuffs or, you know, status effects or anything. She doesn't do anything like that, so the team is kind of limited for Dark in that regard because the Lulu only does the field effect. Basically, if you want to boil it down to it, you're bringing her for the field effect. That's it. So, with that being in mind, I think it's fair to give her a 7.5 for the field effect. It's quite good, and she can jump into, you know, Dark teams pretty easily for Dark Visions and things. Honestly, I just wish she was more supportive, like she had more support stuff. She does not, actually, she has a support tag, actually. So I wish she actually had some more support stuff, like some SAS effect removal or, you know, something like that, maybe. So 7.5 for that. That's okay, I guess. And then we have Wakka, his first Neo Vision unit. Alright, this is why it took so long. So, his Kimarhi is whatever. His S-Kimarhi, more avian killer stuff when it comes to throwing weapons, whatever. His vision card, terrible, because it's mixed. So, also needing 150%, no, EX2 for 150% amp, whatever. And only 70 times modifier because he's a breaker, so already it's looking pretty bad. Basically, this guy seriously reminds me of Laguna with crowns because he has multiple element breaks or multiple element imperils that he has. Obviously, the water one is the biggest one. He also has throwing weapon imperil, and also he has a field effect for dark, and light, and water. And then for some reason, he has the fields of physical accuracy, whatever. That would have been useful if you could bring him to the Garuda Tower, but you can't. So that is useless. And I think this can't be the thing that you unlock. What is this thing that you unlock here? Oh, it's just the tag team chain. I thought you unlocked something for some reason. Whenever I see that, but it's just the tag team. You have a 30% chance of tag chaining. And the modifier is not even that high, so it's like, whatever. Why would you ever use this? So, as you guys can see, why it's kind of hard to talk about this guy, because he's really disappointing. And here's the really disappointing part. He's a 2-hit, LB, SLB unit. Like, what's the point of that? 45% throwing weapon imperil. We already have that on Tidus already, so that's something special. And then they had to do the lore. I played this game, so actually I know this is lore this time. Like, remember a lot of times where, oh, is this lore? Is this lore? I know this is lore this time, because if he uses the limit thing that he has a way of inflicting status effects on the Gamba, basically. So whatever. So obviously he's just, I don't really understand this. Why couldn't he have just been a chainer instead? This is the second time now they've made a breaker be like a finisher. Avon is the other one, but he was fine because Wind needed a lot of help. But Water doesn't need any help right now. The Leo skill is not very good. It's okay. But like, what is this? I'm trying to be fair as much as I can, but it's just like, what is this? What were they thinking with this? In essence, Wakka is not very good. If you already have Laguna crowned, then there's no reason to go for this guy. They have the same breaks, pretty much, and not the same element, but he still has the water imperil. So I don't get it. I don't get what they were thinking with Wakka. They could have just made him a lot different, but instead they made him really weird. So I'm gonna give him like a 6 out of 10, just because he seems like he's just not necessary for anything. Now, if you are a new player and you don't have Laguna crowned and you don't have anyone else, I guess he would be okay. He'd probably be okay in that specific regard. And I think this is decent for the water purgatory or grace of water, whatever you want to call it for when it comes to global. I think silence is the one you want. 90% is pretty good, especially since you can triple cast it. So actually, because you can actually silence one of the bosses in that, and it's pretty much mandatory to do that. So that's actually good. That's the only good thing about this, though. Alright. Finally, we have Kimarhi's crowns. Spoiler alert ahead of time before we even look at it. It's not good. They are terrible. So his crowns are his cooldowns. Both of his crowns are this cooldown here. Both of these cooldowns? Like, what even is this? Is what I have to say. What even is this? It's so hard to even think of a way to making this good. It's not good. The only good thing about it is that he has a field effect. That's it. And then you got some awakenings for these things for free. Because I don't believe these are crowns, because that'd be weird if they were. That's it. He's just bad. He was a really strong Dragoon on release, but Dragoons are still not good, so they're gonna remain bad until they get reworked again. Until they're allowed to use amps or something, I don't know. So yeah, there's not even point to giving a score because it's just like, what am I supposed to talk about? It's just like, what even is this? I don't know, guys. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Am I overblowing this banner a little bit? Am I going crazy? Am I missing something here? This is actually pretty. I missed this. This is actually pretty decent, actually. Pretty decent. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about Lulu, Wakka, and Kimahri's crowns. I want to see you guys in the comment section down below. Peace.